I hereby administer the oath.
I, Dr. Frank Amwakohene,
Swear by the Almighty God
swear by the Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
touching the matter in issue shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Honorable nominee, in 2-3 minutes, tell us about yourself.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My name is Dr. Frank Amwakohene. I was born at Kolebu. My mother comes from Nsuta Eshiefu. Her father comes from Mampong Ashanti. My dad comes from Nsuta Kwaman. His father comes from Drobonso. By the matrilineal pattern of inheritance, I'm from Nsuta Eshiefu. I began my school from Kwaman SDA Primary School. From there, I moved to Ogwa SDA, Daban SDA, Pipayasi SDA, Buenim SDA, Aguna SDA, all in the primary school, and settled at St. Monica's Primary School in Ashanti Mampong, where I completed my basic education. From there, I moved to St. Monica's JHS for some few months, then moved to Anglican JHS for some few months, then finally settled at St. Andrews Junior High School, where I completed my BCA. Mr. Chairman, from there I proceeded to the Osei Senior High School, where I pursued science, completed in the year 2008. Then from there I moved to the University of Ghana, where I pursued Bachelor of Science in Biomathematical Science in the first year. Second year I moved to Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences. I completed in the year 2014. In the year 2016, I had the opportunity to pursue Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, where I completed also in the year 2020. After I completed, I had the opportunity to enroll in the Doctor of Medical Laboratory Sciences program at the UDS. From there, I completed in the year 2023. In the same year, I also enrolled with the Accra Business School to pursue a Master of Business Administration program, a generic option. I've been in student leadership. I was president for University of Ghana Allied Health Students Association. I was president for National Health Students Association of Ghana, and by virtue of that, I was member of the National Executive Committee of NUCS. I was chairman for the NUCS at 50 Central Planning Committee. From there, I became the president of the National Union of Ghana Students. Right after NUCS, I entered into mainstream politics, where I ran for MP in the 2020 general elections, but I was unsuccessful at Mampong constituency. In the year 2022, I ran for regional secretary for the NDC, which I won, and I'm currently serving as the regional secretary for the National Democratic Congress. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
And I always choose to engage with the youth on social media. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to work closely with Menshia and the Transition on the High and cocoa families on the High. I would work closely with the cocoa board so that we can lobby and get much of the cocoa routes into these areas. And again, work with the sector minister for routes in order that we'll be able to get the needed development in all these areas where their efforts, especially in farming, contribute significantly to the economy of the Ashanti region. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I will proceed to give the floor to Alasan Omar, Honorable.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Nominee, congratulations, and I wish you well. I believe you will be the first youthful face to handle such a very important region and the Golden State. And I don't have much than to wish you well so that our party too will grow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. May I give the floor to Honorable Hajia Ladi Ayamba.
Be an armchair regional minister and let the party go down again in the Ashanti region, and that you would work hand in hand with all stakeholders for the party and for the region and for the whole of Ashanti-Man to know that, yes, we are, and that we will continue to work hard. Otherwise, I wish you all the best in all the endeavors that you will be facing, and may Allah bless.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. So, as the honorable member rightly put it, I'm very youthful, and I represent the youth in governance, and I have that responsibility of making sure that I make a stronger case for the youth. I want to assure Mr. Chairman and the House that I was regional secretary, and I wasn't armchaired. I moved around all 47 constituencies. Some I spent as much as 3 days over there. I want to assure the House that I wouldn't be seated only at the RCC. I'll move around to make sure that the work is done, and done well within the various municipalities and assemblies, in order that it will be a good example to involve the youth in governance subsequently. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I recognize Honorable Dr. Nana Ayu Afriye.
Honorable Chairman, it's not mischief, but it's interesting that I'm going to ask Dr. Makohene questions. I would say Dr. Makohene is consciously NDC, but it's my product politically, in students' politics. Yes. If you have a son who differs with you ideology-wise, you always grow him. And I'm very happy to see somebody I've fathered at student level being appointed to the region. Dr. Makohene, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Dr. Makohene, the first one is, with that solemn level of tolerance which I have known you and encouraged you, are you ready to take the fire of dissent as far as the development of Ashanti region is concerned? From this time around, you as a regional minister and me as an MP wanting the best for your region, are you ready for that?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Yes, constructive criticism is part of leadership and governance. And as you rightly said, you well trained me within the Students' Front. Mr. Chairman, the honorable member is the first NASAC president, and I was the 10th NASAC president. And though ideologically we differ, we joined forces to make sure we build and rebuild the Students' Front. And I want to assure Mr. Chairman and the House that with that tolerance and that ability to accept dissent and divergent views, I'm going to ensure that when given the nod, I'll work hand in hand with all political parties, every person within the region, the old, the young, in order that collectively we can build Ashanti region and move the region forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
The MPP stop spreading fake news from the Flagstaff House. We know the Bawumia campaign admits J.D. Mahama will win the December 7 elections. The NDC is not complacent. J.D. Mahama is focused on winning with 2/3 majority in parliament. MPP fixed Dumso and the economy. Yes.
Now, let's deal with line 1. Line 1, first sentence.
No.
At the time you wrote this, was there any such place called Flagstaff House?
Mr. Chairman, it is only by the good nature of President Mahama that his administration has sustained the name as Jubilee House. Otherwise, by now, the name would have been changed to Flagstaff House again. We all knew the place as Flagstaff House. So if you are referring to the seat of the president, that is Jubilee House, then that was referring to the Jubilee House. But everybody knows in this country, and this is not an official document. This is social media. If I write Flagstaff House, everybody knows exactly where I'm referring to.
Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boama, you are on oath. I'm asking you a very simple question. That from this post, was there any place by Flagstaff House? If you want to say that you were referring to Jubilee House, say so.
Yes, I was referring to Jubilee House.
Very well.
Mr. Chair, but isn't it interesting that the 2/3 majority in Parliament, okay, is something that if I discuss today, I must be a very good poster. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Very good poster indeed.
Chairman, if you are encouraged by what the nominee would want to veer into, and I take him there, don't again say that time.
Well, amadi share e mamu nyina ajo ba Kessben television so na ene eye e brada edu brada anwumre sei na bono nwotwe a na onim se Adwenkyere dwumadi na yede ebrel live on Kessben television, your multi TV decoder so DSTV channel 364, Gold TV channel 121, Facebook live bia bitimi so atenka we Adwenkyere ke mamika be memu ni omo no obi kan na wo so a kyerɛ wadwen yenara sase nie abode ne maye moja na nan hwegu nyare to ho maye edumi ne so se baby ato so nim de ntra so kotokra na ni apeseme nkuminya edi ebra mu dem ama yasase udo atom se eti o mai se beye se nyeye se na ho se omanfo ayeti man ni mu no ye bra na ebekire edi abraba me no mienu bo abraba o mu ato abade tumi na sa wonsa o mu bo no na ebekire se Ghana beye ana se enyeye tenyumre se yetrasa ne ehwe amanyosem sede aba yato omampani na ba mu asoafo wayi wo mo ene mrahye badwafo so ato aba ma wo no ehye ya wo mo ye de aboa me no mienu se bedie ya setre mu no ene ho nsem na ye kan ifi sabre kobo nondu ene yentra na enwene nsem a efa Ghana ho meden de Kofi Appiah brepem me de abadwafo di betudwa na ho wo mo nso ene di dwuma ene enwumre na ene ye be have vetting committee abayeku a mrahye badwafo mu a omampani mu obi di bia sesoafo a omotrase na omunu no na omubusa no nsem ehunu saso ye na wo kro no wonim de ekoso ho na dwuma no so wonim de wetimi aye ana na omabadwuma pa se minister so do no akọ amiaje omatum na ochi manura na santemantam soafo Dr. Frank Amakohene okoye na ono so kotrase a enu no mfie aduasaman 34-year-old man ya ho asantemantam a ono ni nipa osu a obeda asantemantam ya no enra busa doctor say paramount chief say na wa asantemantam when de wantimi hunu but enya de enwa service nipa bebe busa omo a omo ntimi hunu paramount chief dodo a wa asantemantam ntuma efura no ye na efe kire sampa o ya asantema de hye kronkron pa na semo o kan na mabegyafo hu se we ya branti ape na wasi so na nso onim de ya osua de a medical doctor by profession na he said ye osuku mu nyina ode no wura amanyosemu o ye student leader no nam so be ye regional secretary ma NDC asantemantam ene mampani abondin so me ye asantemantam so afo a mo gidie se adwuma no obey obetimi aye okore titire wa asantemantam mampo hima asantemantam NDC Jumtani Rogers Andrews Rakis Wadi Mensa mampani abondin se onko National Pension Regulatory Authority ano penifo be breed na chikoy ensemo a ode tudwa ne benya bre ne edi nyina nkomo imana amakofi bo a ono so yesoafo obehwe esase eni mo agya pade so ono so koy ono so ebusa no se One mampeni man last state of the nation address. So can I say mampeni ye pharaoh. Na Moses catch Israel for say Misraim for amu no muhu bioda no so Mr. Mo se mankeni ya mo fanche bi mum said the never Ghana for adwene mu no e no ka ye gotie ma no ama Kofi Boa e bra no nyam for Frank anodom prede pem no say apani e na opeso ye minister na sa asem okati amampani no ne kwan so a okai asem okai no e the speaker of parliament abamba be no opeso chia Rebecca Kufuado first lady beautiful Rebecca. Oh, beautiful guys, you sit down, allow him to say anything, then you want to come and greet me. It is right, beside him, no say one can hear, it is regretted. Indeed, they see it, betting and right.
And all the regulatory things that will make the downstream petroleum industry work.
Leader, come with me if I'm not sure you have the Hansard parliamentary debate. I have Hansard Friday, 3rd January 2025. And with the permission of the chair, I want to quote extensively your words. Deputy Minority Leader, Mr. Emmanuel Kofi Appiah. Mr. Speaker, I am grateful for the opportunity to thank His Excellency the President for the message on the state of the nation that he has just delivered. Mr. Speaker, I need to remind you that the people of Ghana have already given their verdicts on the true state of the nation, and you got a good cheer for that. And that verdict was very clear. Economic hardship, huge debt, overhang, high youth unemployment, hopelessness, and more. We have come to the end of the road for what has been undoubtedly the worst government under the Fourth Republic. And you got a good cheer for that. Mr. Speaker, this abysmal record was confirmed on 7 December 2024 when the people of Ghana returned the most overwhelming and emphatic vote of the rejection of a government ever witnessed under the Fourth Republic. There should be calm. I have engaged you extensively on this matter. It was a very emotional moment for a president who was exiting. And you know that it was not all hopelessness under His Excellency President Akufo-Addo. You have spoken in admission of some of the high things President Akufo-Addo did, the free SHS and many others. Sitting in this chair now, the benefit of hindsight, and reflecting deeply, would you say that these words were harsh on the outgoing president? And when you are given the opportunity, you will retract some of them in part and apologize unreservedly.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I have enormous respect for President Akufo-Addo and any president that will occupy this highest seat of our land, because the decisions that they are confronted are enormous and grave. And so I don't think we take that lightly at all. As deputy majority leader, I had a duty that day. And I believed, and that's what I thought, I believe those were words that resonated with the people of Ghana. Now, if there are words that came out that sounded in any way disrespectful, I'll regret it, because the intention was never to disrespect the president at all. It was simply to talk about the government of the day. And yes, obviously, there were very good things, some things that were done that obviously we can talk about, that were right, obviously. But I was reflecting the views of the people of Ghana, who felt that they have gone through so much hardships. And that's why the reference was to his government
and not to his person. Thank you.
Way Imano Amakufibu and some of Kafa Mampeni and Akufuado, the last State of the Nation address, or Casa, it is regretted, say one Kenny ya. One they know who said the Ghana for Femono, and Ujana so Ekasa channel. Afienko Dr. Frank Amakohine, the Ashanti Regional Minister, designated Raw Koyeno, on whose several Busano far Asante Mahon said it would see and Semano, Yeti Okae.
You. I will then proceed to give the floor to Honorable Super.
The knowledge I have within the health field is going to help a lot so far as the health delivery services within Ashanti is concerned. Given the question at hand, the underserved communities are either cut off by three major things identified during the campaign. It's either they have no health facility within the catchment area, or they have no good road networks linking them to the available health facility, or the people themselves are not empowered enough with the right information to know when to make a chip compounds health centers would be made available in communities where they have no access to healthcare facility. Given that as well, our secondary level of health provision, that is the district level health provisions, in districts where there are hospital projects where they have not been completed, I'll work hard with the sector minister in order that we'll be able to complete same for the use of the good people of Ashanti region. A framework for the development of Ashanti region. It is only when they are left or kept in the dark, that is the only time that they will come out and agitate, because they would not understand the direction within which we are moving the region. So I want to assure Mr. Chairman and the House that when giving the nod, I'm going to work closely with all members of Parliament within the region, and also ensure that the MMDAs, the chief executives there, partner well with their MPs so that they can bring development into the region. At least we have 4 years, if all things be equal. Let's use the first 3 years to develop the region. We can do all we want in the election year, but I'm sure that if we're able to commit all hands on deck within the first 3 years, we should be able to turn things around for the better for the region. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. I will move to Honorable Shaibu Mahama.
Chairman, let me thank you very much. Frank, congratulations. Chairman, listening to his posture, demeanor, and the way he answered the questions, I have no doubt that you will deliver. I'll leave you with two things. The party chairman, Queen Mothers, not only should you not disappoint them, but also the youth in Ashanti and Ghana as a whole will look forward to you for two things. First, to give them direction, and secondly, to let the president, who has nominated you for appointment, note that he can give other opportunities to other youth. So please, two things with you. I wish you Allah's blessings in your new role.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Ashanti Regional Minister Designate Frank, Dr. Frank Amakohene call vetting the sea and not the na a fireworks pa ewa committee nanim ebra na ko se Dr. Idodomane ama ebano ekonye nsinwahye obisi o time no na e nonkron ebi so se de akwahye du baako nti anopam na e pinche kakra afi omotra ase no de beto odwa e kire se Oliver Baka Voma wo okay na fix the country movement akotro at social media handle so say committee no ansa na ba betra ase say minister designate no iso ko huom now ko pe bibi se omotum sa no waba yes how be dru a jom be di won nya agro inti committee chairman honorable Bernard Hereford ono kwan oral committee e wo so woko na sika waje no one ne committee members busibusa omo ho ensem na no ne omo trase no omo se Mr. Chairman we asem we de yentimi nya ma ne na ho sansem we e na Oliver Bakabo ma wakane ya e na yenkofa no begina vetting committee ye no me yi ano ba bia hu ye ne adanse wo kire se ye committee members no ye gi adamude ansa na obi ba ya kan boko busada nsemu mu omre no afem boko e de akọ na no na ma minority MPP Rasha for say asam no a Oliver Baka bo mo aka to om ho asu nti no se omo nsan omo tire ho a vetting no omo nye eni so omo ye de ho de omu paye NDC Rasha for na do so majority say de wa kan nkire se omo adwuma so omo ye no enko so it shouldn't affect government business abaye pentem sasoafo yi ebeje omo atum no nya kwan ye adwuma de asom Ghana man no bi asem akoka ntino ye ntimi nto vetting so de ana enko ye eti ekoye hey ena omo soro ye best mamienu so omo kwaba na honum no ena Ewuraba ye fa na emefa hard castle ona mampani apa acting CEO Emma Petroleum Commission ona okwa akosi lawyer Ebet Fable anemu hona okoka say mo MPP for micro minority mo hadwe kra o hadodo ena no press for other now friend micro minority tie ne hey I feel the runner some kind church okay say hey that's silly. Okay, maybe the men come in kukuti. Listen to altercations, of course. So I want to be about.
I'm who? Why? My friend, don't bring yourself. What do you mean of that? What do you mean you are taking me on? What does that phrase mean? You call us micro. But you are micro minority. Doesn't Adwenkyere himself use that phrase? Bring yourself. I don't have time for that. Who deal with that? You think you can bully me here? Hey, not this silly child.
You heard the word used. What called me silly? She called me silly.
Are you a silly child?
No. We will deal with this matter. You called me silly.
I don't have time for that.
Good enough. No.
Did I mention your name? Why are you taking your hat on yours? Did I mention your name? You that you were fighting on TV about this, your seat, you are coming to flex my head. Did I mention your name?
You cannot call me.
Did I mention your name? Did I mention your name? You can carry a cross you want to carry.
Already a course so ewa Urunya for Frank another prayer minority chief whip one Ewura emefa Hardcastle Esquire ona mampania bo ni say acting CEO Emma Petroleum Commission and also a micro minority no say you also that's silly me na from silly are you a silly child just say more course no then ya rock right another prayer at the call parliament masabe fi the plenary and o catch Mr. Speaker say the someone mami akenti no I was see about privileges committee anim no obey ne ho ano if you say one for buo ne di ama ye mrashabijafo a yeti vetting committee so listen to what another press okay.
This morning we were on our usual duty on the appointment committee. There was some disagreement amongst us, so the respected first deputy suspended sitting and we engaged. When we came back, minds were not meeting. So we suggested humbly to the first deputy that we should further take a break. Speaker, I must fully disclose that the nominee who was before us, Honorable Buama, is a long-time friend. So, in the face of the disagreement, I felt I should reach out to my friend and tell him that it's not personal, it's not about him, only to have a rude shock of my life. And colleagues, we need to take these matters in good stride. We are all MPs. What has happened to me today can happen to any of you. A lady I have never met in my life, only later to be told she's called Victoria Mbefa Hardcastle, who is the acting chief executive officer for the Petroleum Commission. Speaker, I didn't say a word to her. I didn't provoke her in any way. Suddenly, insults were being held at me. Silly, stupid, useless.
At a point, I thought they were referring to somebody. Why would I be abused to this extent? Why I haven't said anything? I haven't provoked you in any way. So not to belabor the point, I feel my reputation is lowered by these attacks. People think they can subject Parliament and turn Parliament into a punching bag. This is unfortunate. And I'm told she's a lawyer. I was surprised the attitude she put out. Speaker, I am respectfully bringing this to your notice and further invite you, so pending the formation of the privilege committee, Speaker, I am inviting you and making pleadings to you. I'm humbly inviting you to make consequential orders and to ensure that this matter is dealt with ultimately.
Anyone young for Frank, I don't pray. Quite do a deco ball, a rabba Victoria, MF Hard Castle, Ewo Atini and other powers who try no. Now we know, anyone young for Haruna Idusu, Minister of Education, sorry, no say, she near more why a mountain, a rabba MF Hard Castle, and several Katia, on young for Frank, I don't pray no, one can eat in Minimiano, on Pahoncho, Yeti and Haruna Idusu.
Preserve the honor and dignity of Parliament, the honor and dignity of members of Parliament, and more importantly, the honor and dignity of our political class. So, to honorable members, we do not and we should not accept that conduct and that insult. Today it is him, tomorrow it may be you. That is why we must stand united in condemning it. But to honorable minority whip, I'm pleading with you that because it's a woman, and you know Ghanaian society and our patriarchal values, forgive her. But before the forgiveness, as the Honorable Doyo, the Deputy Whip said, leader, the Honorable Mama Yarga, we should get the affected person to render an unqualified apology to the minority whip and follow with a retraction of the story, and that should let matters rest.
Haruna Idusu, I don't know. Or say, a seminar American one can you know your bar, and until your man would say a castle or man, dear, to be a yabo trek a cra, and my nemum, a rabbaname pacho, Trocratame pacho, no musa seminar feed the omdiache. And the speaker, Ura Abambaben, let me quote him, or say, without respect for Parliament and MPs, there is no democracy. The Speaker of Parliament, Ura Abambaben, or say, I'm for Boo near the Diama, Marashabeja, and Rashabeja for Noa, Ghana, unique Mankabia Memubia. Dear, there is Sochna, a Victoria MFA, Hardcastle, Bakako Pacho, and now Pacho. Or so vetting committee say, I want transfer to be a reporter. Nra now send comedy court went manye and then the omeka boom no my reporting in any pa or my vete woman na ochna and upon no do pepe Oliver Baka Voma or Omara na baby a who said chairman Nimra Savija Fono or my jademudi and Omi in Huano. Baka Boma on Swasa Cotra to social media handles so or so I crowd of power we crown and mad democracy no ede. Hey, Aquawi. Onda ono democracy afọ edecha aposifo ka okutu safwa wokototwene okay ba me fie na yesase na yini ko remo waje nkyere no ye test line na WhatsApp line 0551 599 933 0551 599 933 so ye we ya national economic dialogue ye be di ho nkomo o man penen se wate abajoku bi o mehwe Ghana mesi kasam he fa kra na enfo me nkro sebe ya de akotumu yen santum bio mami sanka obi o sende Attorney General Dr. Dominic Akrutinga ayene wode krata akoma high court say Dr. Similoponi ya no da kokoboda no oni alaji sedu agungo ya omo ya twe omo abo so akokoto mfie be mi ensani se omo to liquid fertilizer bi a enya papa ma kokuakuafo mama Ghana mai aboka no case no abaise woni interest bia wo bio enti ya drop all the charges so Dr. Similoponi and I see do go they are working free omo ni asimbia omo so omo ebe ya no enso bi nti ha Dr. Similoponi ono so na ohuno no nti de odo to dwa see de when you found their long last, man is free.
And authority belong to the Almighty God and not human beings. And then I will add that the living God I serve has disgraced and has cursed all my enemies, my persecutors, and my destiny haters. That's what I'll tell you.
Congratulations, though.
Thank you.
Dr. Asifno Puni, former CEO of Ghana Cocoa Board, on also an outing. I'm not feeling any income. I was a friend, we talk to Adwenkyere and see income, and then you lawyer Chapman Ziga, or a member of NDC legal team Ashanti, or her. Afe Jimmy Boachiansa, a director of research and elections, and my new patriotic party, and also as Ashanti regional communication team member. Ready for Makwaba? Lawyer, Mr. Asifno, Biawa Korea. So far, vetting no follow. I can say,
vetting ni die, ma follow pa many die chire.
Okay.
Because as a party in government die, we say we then who follow bibia. Said the way also wait me uba studio. I benya bibia then. I can share Ghana for. Yes, into the kind of check. Kesi pa be kwa ma yeti phone na. You may so many brain you may any then. Chibi kakra. Now, fast forward. Me movie ako. Vet ni aye na nanse ya ne ho since me wa santimantum no me call Dr. Frank Amakohene ne vet na Ashanti regional minister designate omototo na no me call no ne so o say
omototo na no omunu ototo obi anu aph say wo accuse the person
yes omunu no all right enti say nyina be hwe aye bo Dr. Frank Amakohene din as Ashanti regional minister no obi ani giye NDC, MPP, Ashanti man temobia, Eddie Husie, simply because they say Dr. Frank Amakohene Obia, or a very hard-working young man, was dedicating a life. I'm a party, no. Was saying ye Jumadin, I'm a party, no. Into your bony dino, no crane, then you're surprising, ye na Eddie Husie. Now, if I tell so, Fatani Nane say, Dr. Frank Amakohene Obia, or a lot of experience of one starting from student leadership, Barbara NDC, politics, emu, man Yankopon Adum Tisi Abeden, regional minister for Ashanti region designate. Now, vetting as an Yabisan in Sembebre, introduction or ye, no, what me who say Abrantian Ubia, or you could draw for from the Mofra Brim, why then, why D leadership, Ache. So we hear Nisivio or the two Jana. Why president for University of Ghana Allied Health Student Association pen. We the president for we so no okase we the president for National Health Student Association of Ghana. Was a member of the National Executive Committee of NUCS. Was a chairman for NUCS at 50 Central Planning Committee. E biomo so no osan president for the National Union of Ghana Students. E no ye emra no ko school no. Leadership opportunity and I say leadership o ye den. Or D, president or D, or we are so one so Asante Mantem or by secretary, regional secretary. Regional secretary, near who say, or Bonnie Homodin ye pa. Yes, so Casto mind back. I'm running a campaign. No, I think says so. Ashanti region NDC legal team na zone 1. Na me na me zone 1 leader. A Obuasi East, Obuasi West, Akrufrum, Fomina, Bosom Train, you were Dubiase, a Honina. Na me na me lawyer me da no so hwe ahofamane ahokeka ye regional minister designate Dr. Frank Amakohene edi boremu wo ho ebe ye campaign ma sa hwe seat ye gene wa Ashanti regional bebre na e wo zone 1 those areas Akrufrum baby honorable Joseph Azuma will be amechiao first time my NDC ya ja Akrufrum seat no eti no hwe na ahokeka odi remu a eno ka ho bi e na ye den e ma NDC, it's mean more seats this time around in Ashanti region. I feel so no so ni leadership experience and that's experience of war. I would have a regional minister designate now. Ni vision of the two whole vetting committee na sedo. Very clear. On say so share Ashanti region. Enyoma Ashanti region ye ni je ho pa na say nyoma ye di ho dwuma no. Number 1, agriculture cocoa. Ebiewu ye hwa gold. Sa nyoma yi nyina no Yewura Dr. Frank Amakohene edit to just say or one share pa. Edi masa nyoma nyina wa Ashanti region. Afei so kan nyoma bia na ye me de o kan se me na ye me de pa ho se o hwe election ya ye ko ye ya NDC di nkonim na unemployment rate e was really pa unemployment na mebru ni nya adwuma nya ade bia NDC gina so e de ye campaign kese pa ama me gidi se youth na bebru na akra de akire e koto aba ye den e ma NDC Dr. Frank Amoakohene Ashanti Regional Minister Designate through the vetting no e catch Asante man nyina say oba eye unemployment rate was ro no obe make sure say mebunu na omu wie school omu nya adwuma anye no omu be ye den omu nso be nya adwuma ye den aye afen so na semba ko kan ya na ye me den say I think say one of the vetting panelists ebisa no question on roads on say so hwe Asante man temu a akwan no yebeko elections in MPP4 Minister for Roads Asenso Boachi Honorable Asenso Boachi there some kilometer of roads be beto abonten say MPP aban no within the space of 8 years no ayama Ashanti region and so me no ti ha no me onim say Ashanti region e ba bia ekwan na api na anye den enye me cite example Akrofom constituency oduru ho no ma kwan enye den enye kra Akrofom constituency bia e wa Ashanti region say wo hwe the number of voter NPP nya no Ashanti region na anka baby to say Akrofom o ma to abama NPP since I take constituency no eni kwan say nka omusu say omu ni even 1 kilometer of the road e wo ho pacho what you say yera Dr. Frank Amoakohene e ka say so ba one sector minister no wo roads no e be ye baako na ya kwan ya na say ye road network e wa santimemu a enye no wetimi ayeden aye ho bibi ayeden amaye iti no se hwe in all vetting na Dr. Frank Amoakohene koye na to me frankly speaking wa prove it to Ghana for nyina wa san prove it to Ashanti region Asanteman say position ne de e fata no na afi so wo san hwe omo ko bo ne chi dompem omo ko support no ye nyina ye chairman na kwesi bebia obi a me chiawo o ya de ye papa say otimi tutu ntuma e ko Accra e ko support Dr. Frank Amoakohene me maame ono abobetimo de drisu enso ya de pa say otimi ko Accra ye den e ko support Dr. Frank Amoakohene Dr. Samuel Sapon omo nyina ya de e ko bo ne chi dompem ni nyina e kira Santeman say ye yi minister owo Adwempa e ma Ashanti region ye yi minister o baba be ye adwuma ama Ashanti region say wo cast your mind back elections we mefa so abo Ashanti region abaso the entire abo Ashanti region abaso ne say elections we elections Ashanti region to abaye palma NDC yes so wo hwe region to region I think Ashanti region is one of the regions timi to abaye pa ye den edema NDC na ni nyina so na nyeso moto ma ye keke ye ndwuma pa previously yaye ema yewra Dr. Amoakohene regional minister designate krabu bobi so say emra na ye wa aban mu no NDC ye ndwuma bebre ye Sikejetia market Afari military hospital ye Siwa hospital anka ye hwe ani mu say NPP aban ne ba ye no enko betimi aye ho bibi even pon kontimi ye ko be complete ama na ye functional ama doctors any nurses astati adwuma ho no mu a say ye gina hwe anansen na ye roti kokoso otumfo o say tutu na oye program be a friend Hill Confanochi ye gina ye aware ni nyina na ye pressure ayarefo e wa Santeman tem de be gu Confanochi so eno na ma Confanochi a obi akokokogya yaresa no Confanochi na nkasa ye den e yare ye what you say enti no yera Dr. Frank Amoakohene bobo project in infrastructure and so can vision ho so bo be make sure say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ayeden a complete all this infrastructure ama Santeman ayeden afani ntuma pe efra ebie so no say ye nyina ye hwa panelist ba kokra bisa na ebobo a number of project Central Market project the Lake Road na say ya meni apiniko lake I think say Christmas ye say kwakoji ni kakra so wo hwe Lake Road na ade a ye mbo NPP fu echi be ka say yewra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any road minister ye no komu twomani be hwe ho no mo a ekebe boa ye pa any miame mami krom sewua aboa so ekwan ne nye ye ko ho nyina no I think say eka kitu ebi nke nya meka kra ye den ye nya issue ebion so ye hwe Accra to Kumasi road no dualization na panelists ne so kan ema yewra Amoakohene ema assurance Yes, I have so line in your friends and so line and this swami roots interchange na Nina so no boss wa Yera Dr. Frank Amwako hene share bo a promise yes say obe working in line with all the sector ministers obe de bian so no obe kan kasade eguya ye mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Asum ama development bia was say Ashanti region enya no ye sabeka say hwe akwesi wukude e course na nse ya akwesi there sorry e course na nse ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e be PM wo ho e ma all man speech no or promise here right in front of His Royal Majesty say so because say NDC aban we aba no development ayeba be ye ama Ghana nyina nya ntoma fe fra no ye be ya santema ye free mu a na eden na nipa kroboa enti me de say Dr. Frank Amwako hene ye regional minister designate oba be ye adwuma ma ye ne vision odi egu from e vetting nase no in line with your friend is saying His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so
okay
right enti de be kan say ye manitiri nkwa ye edimpai bon so ye den etanichi and obey deliver so because of experience krana I think say he is qualified and also competent enti edimpai bo ene adwumade na eta honorable Dr. Frank Amwako Hinechi.
Right, but that's it. Lawyer Chapman Ziga and Otten Kano. Jimmy, come with you. Now, here, dear. So, microphone, mommy. Right.
Sorry.
Vetting so far, Ashanti Regional Minister so and Rano Koi.
Yeah.
So far, who no say?
For my menda was na me fanchia son komo bibia wajebre na otie so Ghana a heshe so haide maminchia minua lawyer ne wababetina egwema mse nkomo a yenyina yedi no onso ebeche na adwen on behalf of the National Democratic Congress maminchia chairman Wofa Kofi Appiah
Kuka.
Yes, Kuka. Baby obi ano me fanchia sonko na me fama no. Secondly, lawyer Justin from Ponkodia, the general secretary of our party, that is the New Patriotic Party, and then the Juma Soa Oye, irrespective of the position of the party, no, the Juma Oye no on family ye was statia on a equikwa hudo brina guswa on your Asia, the Brunican rebuilding no. Ye denya e wose ye denya matoto akwamuna ye party nso no yetumi esafa yentoma pa efrebiem eno enia dia lawyer Justin Frimpongkodua ena me no kase oye ho adwuma CID former DC for Amanse South so me fa nchia so confirm no na the popular Francois Dr. Francis Adomako yes Michiano Kwanson Kuso Misha said they free vetting so na mpacho yedi kan vet na ye emudia hu ne de shase because
no say he talk about the Ashanti region but
the bit makatu ni na okay
so but see no so the kan Ashanti regional minister dey we are near be he Olibabaka Moma wo friends say the acquisitions and afei dino emefa hard castle this is honor so suspended bet in the then we kind of look at that so let's look at the Ashanti regional minister. Are you impressed?
Oh, halfway.
Okay.
Yes. Mamintia will be our wajebre. Our shay. Our adventure you so. I mean, boss or basso. QPC. Be an member basso. Wofa. Make say I was impressed in a way. Mean to me, make say Obebuna ya boni din say onko hold a certain position there. Meti hey, semsum ye bebu a make say nyemede. I was totally happy. But my only challenge and then my only issue was that omaina itimono yema no krenya den enye juma. So that is the first thing I'm a person me can want them. Now secondly, on say now who make a reference to a point to say as appearance I would be P baby. So what you say? And what say we are ready for the kind of questions a baby with the appearance. e basa na ite say e de animguasie bi so abre the appearance na put you up no for the make out yase e bia nka wo kɔ na bia wo se wo siwto a ene e bisa wo say we a regional secretary of the NDC within the Ashanti region. Until with all things being equal, was a hunu anya hwe the traditional councils e Ashanti region of Anambra. And a wo kon ufura ntoma represent Asante, the red, the yellow, the green, the black, and then the porcupine. So and I would kotena egwem. And na nananom san yeden eta wuchi. So mampohima nhuse oyeden otawuchi ne de se konkron. Intinka that platform na okuteki ya no kran anya hwe kran wo achiginafo a some information no they could have just given you that information. It's a show preparation even for the veteran and adwuma na da nanim na obeyen because say ukope adwuma e wukuku border e wo so make sure say working kind kuku board one yema nti ukotena ho a apart from the job requirements you expect say adwuma no ye fa wa obeye anase obeye undertake no e wo se kuku board ho yema so na anya hwe kura no utumi yeden utumi hu anya sa na e kwakoye nim guase ye to so bi Ashanti region na ba bidi adwuma as a regional minister no more and this regional secretary it anya hwe kura no traditional councils within Ashanti region dear nanka wasenka doctor ye adom so nanka utumi man yesa record no bet no dia think say me sure say by now no we bisa ma ya kire no or a young guy any bibia no nim but as time goes on no I'm hopeful say nima bibre ho no ma obisua ebiem on the issue about jobs now okokan over a cheap talk. A cheap talk say we a regional minister. Obeka say we be create jobs at the amemabno. A coin beso. Make out here. A coin beso na we be create jobs no. At the ama and mabuno mo asantememo. As a regional minister in quote. And no one chirema mo biante. Enti o sha se no di ni dwumadi na ko bisha ne se jobs how cast we create dia mabuno no bohun konta wan fan chichiremu bi amba wan kasa e bia sector we asoye we agency we department we wanya specific enti communication no aya omko bete na omo nchire nememu na yehunu se ne be ya obi hold accountable for what sema wo kan ya obitimi dia yenyina so se wo ka se e kwan sei e na wo be fa so a wo be create jobs no in monitoring and evaluation every baby tracking and this me pese me hun se ade na wo kan ya no why ya e your specification any indicators a wo be use no eno na me follow e bia o si o me ba National Sports Authority, National Service Secretariat, be created jobs or their member. Internet, they kind of right to information bill. No? I can go there and make inquiries from January 7th, 2025 up to the next time I will be free. So say, regional minister and this appointment, a Juma Bang no create here. Then, Nagana phone will say, your mama Quinyan, say, na mutumi yede, and no, any again, with the issue about rules. Now, lawyer Kebibi say, you better abandon road minister by or the Harry. That is false. That is false. They do on man, the kind now or the abitum. That is false. However, the record of the NDC within the entire country, no, then 10 regions and 16 regions. Now, 4,600. Minim, see, bit me check the ministry records. I make verification. 4,600. The entire country in 8 years. Inti, he making reference to that of Ashanti region now as a person specify say akwanya ye no kruma no mse no e during elections ya ye beto abey you rasenso en obonidin ebe minister ya na yes akwanum fi say e bibi ne se onya e bibi e wosenkamenya onya konya biema on apologize because ye nyane ti kruma no mse. When we talk about feeder roads, when we talk about urban roads, when we talk about highways, when we talk about even the asphalt overlay project, I know Kroman say ya. Yenina in pay one, and yet election period any years are quiet. And two, the record of the New Patriotic Party under this very outgone government. Minister Designate for Roads, Oko Vetin. Now or to papa so. Minister Yabo Udin Awako Vetin records war a ministry instead of you to verify and go. The figures out to come in. He had to call the former Roads Minister to come back and then verify the figures and give the correct figures out. Money at Abamamo, when you're 57%, you're to boom. Ma buying naba. But don't come and distort facts. And now me know say the records are there. 13,600 kilometers for the entire country in 8 years. And so we call that's what we could do in the very him now say say yanko distorted fact yanko guni pa fin na yen change records na niema. I believe say and ye bibia was your tolerated. On the issue about NDC any John Dramani Mahama opportunity Ashanti region, Eddie kind of man, the opportunity be, and let me correct. Let me make the actual statement or make you reference. Say Ashanti region is one of the regions. Ashanti region is not one of the regions. Ashanti region is the second highest, another in terms of their votes or munya in the 16 region. No, Ashanti region is the second highest. That record ye send a beya. So mu ye jumana mu fanka honam from puntu juma mbre Ashanti region. Finally, on the issue about Akonya NDC Edi Kenya ye under you John Dramani Mahama. Over. Not even under John Dramani Mahama alone. From 2009, EDBC 2016, we saw some inherited project here. Within their 8-year period on betina kunyaso omontumi anye nti na asem na original minister okovet no yaboni din okovet na okeka no yentumi mfa nye emfa ye nansi so over manfa nansi ye yentumi mfa ye nansi so ye na me make we clear say ebia na lawyer nim in the political history of our country 8 years NDC betina so NDC 2 NDC 3 not a single hospital project was completed within the Ashanti region. Not a single hospital project. Their record is 0. And then another danku for the MPP better so. He was talking about say that is a fact. We did not and even of our own say we are president Abe commission. Yes, it has been commissioned. An inherited project, Bekwa Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. That is our record. Konongo Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. Tepa Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. Fomena Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. Kumewu Hospital, ye be complete ye commission ye. This is our record. And I'm saying, Momo Diano in 8 years no, in Ashanti region, zero. Into more a Juma ye, I will read you.
Okay, lawyer. Just 2 minutes. Yeah, Brendan T. If you have some reactions.
Yes. I think say Mr. Chiefrey, Dr. Frank Amwako hine vetting so make some claims I think say ebia 1 year nyanokre because so her answers are Dr. Frank Amwako hine de buy na he was very specific or clear. Now me can be about unemployment what Ghana is also Ashanti region. What you say? Dr. Frank Amwako hine anka say or no as a regional minister. Oba be creating Juma Oba be say. Say what no, hold on. Say what and Sebo Kanya or see Oba or this sector minister. And I also heard or some specific Okoti say. So what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne manifesto or promise say Oba be training 1 million youth into coding. Dr. Frank Amakohene mentioned here. It is our unemployment or can say or no as a regional minister designate or can say Ghana you name him say you were sector ministers, you were president. It's Obabe working in line with all these people and I say on your mobile Juma. Ama ejuma was on creating or creating or coding. Even so, we have 24-hour economy. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, promising Ghanaians towards the December 7th election. Now, the main idea is to create ejuma, 1 job, 3 shifts. It is Obama Okase unemployment as a regional minister. Obebwa ama Ashanti region. There was a Yensaka no in Juma Kue was a Yensaka. Now say I think say ne kwanswa no. Ebio no san kasafa Dr. Frank Amakohene ni appearance ho. Menua uti he we Ghana ni. Me de say wo betina ha. Wa share African print. What you say? But me sure say nyi bibia wo Ghana ho bia na wonim. Ana wo convert in United States and I say wo UK CCA. Me ka say bisa all the questions about Ghana. Menua ho de wa be honest to yourself wo be hu.
So the mechanic one should answer.
Oh, they be Matthias person say the way we see addressing no.
Yeah, you are representing a certain culture.
A certain also what addresses a Ghanaian. You are representing a certain culture. So what's my point in I say? And now on depict a certain culture.
I say the Ashanti region is a sub unit that you are representing, and yet the entire country.
I mean, sure idea. See a culture. In the simplest term, no, the way of life of a particular people. So what you say? Ghana, what's African print? What you mean? Say I did Ghana who be an. It's no cry day. Fatu nchen. So what you say? Inti appearance ne de nyina eti hanumi. Kumase nsemi na nani.
Okay,
the same thing. Afen so my member a road now or kasa bebre fa ho no. Honorable Abuja. Road minister designate aka ni pain say MPP for claims or moka so a certain number of kilometer roads no. Enya no kre. On record. Or can you so vetting panelist or no? Obi no hold disputes.
No, the following day, Rose Minister said so much
Oh no,
say mebo. Also, can I say a new rules are NPP are constructed 673.
600, okay.
673 kilometers. And I was so be say new rules no capture. Now rules are say tell the crew that okay. A road I say that. Yeah, cry na ye. So to the nyina be ka ho a na sa 13,000 no mo kan wom ba ba bia yefa totally mu so da no eno nko na boja be kan. That was the clarification as so the
them clarification as so the buy no, but right at the me sure say panelist no almost all information.
No, but the sector minister can give you the best of information.
No, Mate was in TCC no any word against almost word. So what's the point? Mate was what you say
Rose na 13,000 na MPP ka no. Ye wo de ye ko tally mu so da. And ye wo de aye asay and ye aye. Ye keke ni nyina bomu a na 13,000 for him to pick only the 6,673 no.
No point pick 673. Abuja ko 11,000 kilometers.
That's equally also wrong.
And I'm sure so my 673 roads kilometers of
see. Share fact now or 11,000.
Or say MPP for so my 11,000. But on all by no who say only 73 new roads. And on my
and I'm sure
and as Subachim say and 11,000 crown name 13,000 nimum I will yakop picky only kwaya yenye da. And what they buy nimum a kwaya say or boasi and young quanta liquid say or quite order that. And I say near no. And in na no kikabu so here some figures in na come 673.
Okay, I don't make sure say whether clarification or not. Maybe who say any word against or not so word. Word in the data nam. Where should in the data nam. As to the factual idea. I think say as time goes on,
depending on
how you yes.
Okay, but it's said they make progress. Jimmy, you heard the see Oliver Kaboma war. The accusation why accuse woman era and Dino MFA hard castle. On a Frank cannot press a vet or and then Mamma no to crack. I said, the do graduate wet in the crowd. What do you want to say?
Over on that issue, no one say me. I bind the Obetina Kunyasoa from the one night Obetina Kunyaso na no. na amanfo start yeden e counter issues no na me mpese me pepre me ho akeka nsem bi obi ti ba bi obekasa bia wo me MPP ni nti na me kasa. But you see, there are certain words bia say utumi use sa words ne ditia panimu bia owo mani mo a kwan bi so na wankasa no se bi o question marks so wo wankasa wo because ene na wo wanya appointment as you will be a Wofa Petroleum Commission Anambra. He's been there as a member of parliament. I hasn't re-elected. Inti so the one for Buoma Obia Krana as a member of that committee or more veti appointees in the I don't think so you should use that word silly. And the will video mean any silly no. But if you listen to Ira not done prayer, there were other words I was saying you should stupid in the idea. I believe it's uncalled for. And as a country, Ghana, we should condemn some of these things. This is how people behave when they get that enormous endorsement. Amount of 57%, you go about insulting people here and there. Arrogance of power, opulence of power. I believe it must be condemned. And I want to remember a year baso. Ira Haruna Baso. You see, at times, some of these issues, you get some of our NDC brothers who will go ahead and be supporting some of these comments. I like the approach open to the whole issue, because any new MP or minority, it's not be table no be to me attend no be a the majority and also be the minority. See, I decided need diwa. One you careful la, ubi anya den enkebi ma. Enti the AC no, ye bestre. Union men DC4. So the young guys no woman. Any union a man so omunya akwanya opportunities no. You read the coin first way Kansas Union man.
In fact, me no so here social media comments and nam from na. Nipa no bebre na who say in mama position the way they behave no. That is what people are saying. Obaba akwa some okokan and everybody is talking about leaders, women in leadership position. If you cry say near that will be Petroleum Commission or no need to phone, so much that phone will teach you almost.
If I only send the dinner hard castle. What's that here? Hard castle. And do is was I see a bad nano or the community. We just appeal to Ghanaians to say, you ain't come on your day. And 2 a.m. We know that party Yadimo some of these things. Oliver the end there. Yes.
Now,
honestly, I think say yes in a unfortunate. And you know, where the MF ya honorable Haruna Akano. Na ya pagana for natural said yes, you know. I think so. Yes. Because so we share His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Mra oyini ministers ye veti omo ye more approval na. Or kasano kasemba ko say untolerated disrespect and arrogance. It is here papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abetu ne numutu pain say disrespect and arrogance ya de bia untolerated. I think say papa na emu against arrogance and disrespect. Did yes in rather unfortunate. Oh, and
intimidating appointment.
The appointment a man intimidating because hard castle this year. Mia minia ba preocupa in na lawyer for. It's the abano. But I also know idea bia e ma mani J NDC ho. Because emra hard castle ye say you know. Ye nyina NDC for ya ba bonti abe den. Abe condemn no. But ye hwe ye nuan mo other side. MPP for. Ye hwe nyoma esisi ye. Say NPP ni na ye anka ko father be clear no. Or clear ya me friend clearing agent. Ku crowd TV. What you say? Enti the ekoso ne I think say NDC leadership or my idea be bring
okay yeah kasa if say we for Safi na here Kessben television Adwenkyere dwumadi ene de bro sabi no kra ba pa ho sima edu ebi no me message kakra aba na afi you move on e be hwe national economic dialogue na afi ahwe with Dr. Simino Poni ene Alhaji Sidu Agongo omo case Attorney General actually say we drop all the charges against them. Good evening, Mr. Host. Because hypocritical was used to cut our umbilical cord, how come the chiefs are seated and the moment the president arrived, they got up for the president to come and greet them? Now, some chiefs have forgotten their custom and tradition, all because of political hypocritical gains. For me, I see it to be a disgrace. So message in Trobakope, message Bano Edosom. I am Sir Prince from Kokobriko in Bosomche. I'm waiting for the implementation of the free tertiary tuition, free private senior high school, bringing the dollar to 2 cedis, an increment of cocoa price from 3,100 to 6,500 cedis. Good evening. And also at the end, good evening, Ofa. I am Bill Mac from Afuako. Please, what the lady MFA has done is totally, okay. But MFA used to be my favorite West lady's name. She should come and render an unqualified apology. Good evening, Mr. Host. My name is Frank from Adwenkyere. Please, let's take Mr. Boma's issue very serious because, for me, I agree with him because some of them didn't ask the needful questions. That's why they try to have problems with minority, especially their leader. In fact, I'm an MPP member, but I love Honorable Hannah Dusu too much. Please, tell Amabua to learn from him. Good evening, Honorable. My respects for the NDC MP just shut up. Worst insult on NDC MPs happened under the NPP, but no condemnation or whatsoever from them. They rather defended it. NDC is showing real class and maturity. Amuzu Daniel from Etimetim. Good evening, Ofa. I'm a Mosechi from Konongo Praso. We are building Ghana, not party, so the woman must apologize. Congratulations to Regional Minister Dr. Frank Abakwene and Chairman 24 of Asante Achim Central. Good evening, Ofam. Good evening, Ofam. I'm watching you from Manson Kwanta. The lady who made the silly remark against Adodompre is arrogant and quarrelsome. It should be made to render an unqualified apology. Lawyer Wofa Kofi has made a serious allegation against the vetting committee and should buttress his point with facts. Barumba, head teacher, Manswatri DA Primary School, and that the way so a buyer. Good evening, Mr. Host. I think this woman needs to be sacked by Mahama straight away. Jones from Yeji. Good evening. I want to know what will happen to Ebe Fahad Castle. What will happen should she turn down Parliament invitation? George from Amasamai. Maintain say Ebe Fahad Castle. Parliament at all Safran. Almost on Pacho. Back up Boma or Nomaton Saple, a friend. Please, good evening. I have no doubt that the NDC Mahama-led administration is going to perform creditably well to reset the mess the NPP has created for the past 8 years. I'm Steven, watching you live from Obuasi. Greeting to Lawyer Chapman Ziga. Okay. Irrespective of whatever Honorable Jinapo has said, the lady should not be confirmed for the post. Indeed, it is a disgrace. Such a person rudely cannot be allowed to serve the people of Ghana. No, to Honorable Idrusu, the lady is not capable of serving Ghanaians. She clearly exhibited arrogance and should be withdrawn from her position. It will not be easy for civil servants to work peacefully with her. My first in the office. Please, good evening. I am proud to hear from Lawyer Ziga. I survived his election in 2017 at Katanga. I'm Sir Aristo from Western North. Why? Oh, yeah, Katangi. And then I'll be to your mentem sound. I'll go senior and Tiano. Hannah Dusu spoke well, but that woman disgraced Parliament today. This is her last warning of a Kofi. Good evening. And also the NNO. It says, good evening, sir. Let's say the first. Vakavomawo and Captain Smart gradually destroyed our country. Let the Lord deal with them. We need peace in our country called Ghana. Please, if you are not ready to stay here, peacefully, then leave the country and go to South Sudan. Abba Kea Dan. My name is Joe from Mankesim, Fansamai constituency. This one is coming from Papa or boy from Brekum. Jacofi has a woman. Hey, is the woman married? I think that's what you want to write. If yes, how can a married woman insult a man like that? Means she's not respectful to her husband. No, this one worry. I don't know much about her anyway. Hello, good evening, Mr. Host. How are you and your crew? In fact, everything shows clearly that these ministers are going to help President Mahama to reset Ghana. Indeed, Ghana will bounce back once again. So MPP party must give us a break. No more Bawumia is MPP party. I am Mutuga inside Simiu at Central Region. Okay. The MPP man should do constructive criticism. He sees everything in a negative way. Doreen from Chebi. All the way free by. Teacher Kujo Tepa Inasusu. See the arrogance of this acting NDCCU. Some appointees have started. Look at how he disrespected the man by calling him silly. The NPP will surely learn a lesson in opposition. Next time, when they are given power, they will not take it for granted. Greeting to Chairman Wofa Kofi Appiah. Coca. Good evening, Wofa. I am calling from Adas. I sincerely had time to listen to the veteran of Dr. Amakwene, the Ashanti Regional Minister Designate, and honestly, all the NDC and MPP vetting committee were impressed. So, I wonder why Boachi Ansah is making all these allegations. Can you score marks? Ask Dr. Amakwene if you are giving the nod. Oh, Ghana politics. Good evening, Appiah. Please ask the MPP rep why the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government deceived Ghanaians that the free SHS policy benefited 5.7 million Ghanaians when the actual beneficiaries were less than 3.2 million. Why was the figure inflated or exaggerated? Thank God Ghanaians rejected them at the polls. All hidden truth will be uncovered. Good evening. Please tell the MPP man the only constructive road the only constructed road when it was getting to election, and this is a bad legacy. Charles, crying from Sunyai West, Chira. Teacher Kujo Tepa Inasusu Asabe Bio. Good evening. I am proud to hear from. Oh, okay. I think I read your message. Good evening, Wofa. MFS appointment should be revoked immediately because of she goes to the office. Is going to do worse things. Adepuku from Kumasi. Okay. Hi, Kessben. Good job. But no government is talking about God is love, microfinance, not paying the clients since it was closed down by Mahama. When he was a president in his first term, Monica Free is not bigger than Constitution of Ghana. Who is Monica Free? Anyway. This one came from Masaudu in Bantama. Ghanaians voted against the NPP not because NDC is the best in terms of nation building. It's because of arrogance and pick no calls attitude of some government appointees. Now it is clear that Ghanaians have regretted voting against the NDPP. Time will definitely tell. Good evening, you from Richard Obimpuku, aka Dendendeng at Aswasi St. Teresa Wofa. We love your show, pa. Keep it up. Thank you. Today, if they are talking about arrogance, it's NDC, not MPP. Gabi from Bole Bamboy. Okay, good evening, sir. MPP will always have a problem with what they defended then. Kennedy probably insult his miss, and MPP members will come out and say that is his character. Don't forget the former president Nanado came to Kwabri East to insult them, but they still defended it. Okay, Baroski from Asisiwa. Baroski, first corruption charges cleared by President Mahama by withdrawing Dr. Opunie Sigwa Gungo's charges. Ghanaians are watching. Mr. Host, I like your mood. I'm watching you live from Bremai Esikuma in the Central Region. Good evening to your panelists. My name is Usu Entry Alex. Thank you for also watching us. Please, can I get Lawyer Ziger's contact? Good evening. My name is Woli Moses from Kokwa Sampa. Please, we are remaining. Okay, I said reminding NDC government. I think that's what we want to write. We are reminding NDC government to construct Sampa Kokwa Brikum Road for us. Brikum Sampa Road. And you say yeah, they are my contract. Okay. Chapman is man. MBA KNUSC. He contested for Grassack president, but he lost. By the way, he's a gem from Tori Serioso. And our power and that's what man for bonus I know. Good evening, Wofa. Please, Ghanaians need to pray for God's intervention. Other than that, NDC will destroy this country. Hello, good evening, Mr. Host. Please, Mr. Philip, please, this is why we should not give ladies posts. They are rude when they get power. Masa, why? Right, you move on. Now you hear National Economic Dialogue. National Economic Dialogue. Peneso of 2040 Ghana. Yena Yensia. Na yenna ho yesika sem no kwa be de fa so de be ya dollar bejina inflation aduane e kraba enkokọ na mo ye kraba kokọ fos ene de enna metoto adwen penesi adwen yi ba ko fotim ye kan sen quickly ye hwe no be 10 minutes afi ye mfa attorney general drop charges them enwie enso emai lawyer
I think says ye nyina ye hwe before some question and my power that so kakra with me say me former me classmate me panti me chi omu nyina so be mo remfi so say me call law school me ko di vice president
okay you see no may
be free all right see his excellency John Dramani Mahama the nation builder or you be a man of his own word or can be bia or yeah say ye nyina ye hwe emra na opese obesan be man panyin no or my 120-day social contract bia or try say nyame na dom no sign ba be di man panyin obeya magana fo nyina. And I think say the first one here say within the first 14 days obe name the ministers ne ade nyankopon adom I think say so far so good with ma bobodiam mo di mepiepie mu nyina yede aba na wo hwe ni social contract ne so a okasa after naming the ministers no obesen ayeden ahodi a national economic day dialogue osi adeye his excellency John Dramani Mahama ebio wasen deliver what committee a omo betena se na omo ayeden omo din kita ho ayeden ehia adwen ye economy ne ho bebia economy no akoduru eni bebia wo se ye de fa se nyina ka se ye mines back a 2024 elections no na economy no one of the major sector na area Ghana for head to aba sempo hwe emra
almost all elections.
Yes, almost all elections. So hwe emra his excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo odi ba omi abekire Ghana for so any vice presidential candidate na oka se ba omi the economic wizard and a wizkid eti Ghana for nyina anya agidie ewo ba omi amu say oba be deliver Ghana for every economic woes and I say economy a enkoye no obe deliver ye but ye nyina ye hwe emra Ghana for di tumi Emma Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no ye hwe be economy ni free ya dollar to CD ye ka economy na ye nyina ye nim me lawyer me nya economist ba nya ka economy na me hwe me botom wie pe na ma san akɔhwe exchange rate no we here no so free hold my unemployment rate bebia his excellency John Dramani Mahama Jato 2017 no NPP for ba ban mo be fa kosoro ye san hwe inflation rate eduru be kwa na inflation over 50%. But omo MPP share money ba from kakra it is a wo hwe de ekoso ya bosia bom borrowing rate no so wo hwe na Akufo-Addo ne ba omia 8 years no oma bobosia sin abaya aba no dada ni nyina enti na economy ni de ye nyina Ghana for asantimantem obi anim se na economy ni nyeden enkoye e na Ghana for hwe so ye den e de to aba e ma his excellency John Dramani Mahama omo to aba man no because say na wa ye bi pen name so na Ghana fu kase o man ni mo ayede ba but na ntise sei ye hwe fu o krampo na emra John Dramani Mahama tiso up to 2016 na friends say 1 liter in ye na 1 gallon sika ye nyina nim say 1 gallon is above 60 cedis into o man no ye be hand over ma his excellency John Dramani Mahama no man ni mo ayede eduane bo ayedin bibia o man ni mo enioma nkoyi enti no na hu hia say his excellency John Dramani Mahama ebe she Ghana for bo say nyankopon ye na dom na ye giving in nod no na obedi man panyina a oba bibia ye den afa economy ne ho ampa Ghana for ginidi because no wa ye bi pen e na Ghana for di tumi a hye nsa e na wa besuai abaye man panyin e na osan ye den emra oba na o hye yebo ebo na na odi so no enti so ka say obeti o ka say obeti committee na Ghana for nyina hu say ebo a his excellency John Dramani Mahama de share Ghana for so oba oba restore economy no ho adwuma na o ye den oye no na yenya gidie mpenifo abobɔ mo di ni nyina so ye kukudam o mako school ba economics and say economy no ye dandan no ama economy na fa ne ntoma pefra ye dandan no ma ye exchange rate no ye cedi na fa ne ntoma pefra ye dandan no ma through the 24-hour economy no Ghana for mebunanye adwuma ye ye da no ma ye bosianbo ye debt restructuring ni bibia atoye no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enam kwan so I think say ye nyina me ene Ghana for nyina moto abama no e wo gidie woni mu say oyɛ den obe deliver ati Ghana for ye nyina ye fa ye nya adwen baako na de obia be kan bia na I think say obi we ka say early days but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama prove ya Ghana for times without number say enye early days even in 1 month and within 1 month no or nyoma egu akwan mu a or de ye den eba be boa Ghana for it no economic national economic dialogue no team na was setting up ne there I think say ye nyina no
okay
ye fa ya dwen and support na ye hwe outcome so hwe a enye se what team ne keke what team na san ya mo dwumadie bia omunye de omundi dwumadie ne bi ni say
ba ye ko senchi o ase ko senchi ba ye no bibia sesa kese sa do who said this time around never be different
in your be different so we say this time around no we communicate na Felix Ofosuku achede ba bonte na wa kire omo de omonye wa team no ebio so wasan dia show mo say oma Ghana for nyina the stakeholders who the true state of the economy after so who the true state pe omo san endwen ho enye den enfan hihye ya ebe 10 things then around this one only talk action so den etechire wo hwa within the first month no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aye nyoma bibra inspire Ghanaians my Ghanaians hope say I think say in the future no nyoma be ye
okay but I say Jimmy
over maminda wasi se minye for fact pa minim say oyawe say mampani Mahama ba ye you know fuel no diesel ne petrol no abetutum for so yawe
yeah
na mpacho in addition to that no so sounds yawe say exchange rate no so they say prayer na preko nanim
ne ko so kakra ba sa tia from kakra bi
the tosubim and say one means what to say I'm from no more secondary school about the free SHS policy na MPP adaruma union mandisi for including John Dramani Mahama omo say ebesel man no ya enye da disemfie aduanu achi no no say yes nkola no omo be school PTA meetings no say mo friend PTA be mo friend PA parents association omo teacher for na eden Ephraim almost say teachers for no more ideas in here and for ma enti omo ko si aye no asem omo ka nyina ne se nkwala na be school a o tie anasa o hwe fidie na oba wo secondary school a ene mampani Mahama Daroma ne resetting agenda na o de bre Ghana for no ye about the education sector na ene oba eku school a Daroma pesika a o de beto aduane a obedi aduane ni ho no ma e de be man kwala no secondly yeso mo ba mo fa maka na ye de chiro board so no omo ba akola bia fa baako at least so we scan bit me out of 5 bit me out of 10 tone fa ma akola no fa nko minim se abandada na breso na chalk eni ho no ma ibe use no say o ma ye resetting o ma upgrade e say no ye de ko maka nti wo ba ko school atomaka ma no na fa nko na the immediate twato no it has to do with and insurance wo mo mutwi taxis wo mo mutwi trotro wo mo mutwi cargo cars private cars no insurance no third party ne comprehensive ne de keka ho nyina no mampani Mahama Daroma ene 10 to 15% increment ye de ahwim de amagana fo na de tosu bi ma wo ma ya eyo mo se ye hu ye enso ye hu ni nyina onse se no to boot no sikadada na ye gigine se o mo introduce no ma san tutum e de amagana fo pise we nyina no as part of the resetting agenda eye beboa ama ye nyina no so abato na ekoto ye no asunsun sanso no ye nyina no ye ni ayeden age ho na ofa mi wure mu no ye bema Ghana 40 ni mebiase e we kroma no say night na me bo abaso adwuma no waya ache the experience no ye ta honom ukotwi nsu bi bewura mu say na no ye ko senchi o na ne ko senchi no ekusi sen and ade ba akwa me me wanwa metia nim say amenti ase ne say ye nnuano ma ndisi for ye campaign no omu ye an economic manifesto omudi yura finance minister atufosen eto ano ye nkasamafo baby ndisi amayuko nbeduru bia no problems are omu free said NPP amayuko wi anasa aban wi ade aban they were talking about it omudi ye nyina so se enu nti those problems ni nti yenko to aban fanti NPP aban nti kenne yenya akonya na say nipa na onama na oye spokesperson for the economic NDC policies no ya ye finance minister ya gina tum wa sha adwuma asia anka sansem na okeka ye no nya no ho adwuma na okwakoye na se ya kwakoye te se ne wo kan senchina no enkofuo bia omubua NDC yenya baabia mfo amwansha na se yenya baabia mfo monsha no enne yenya te se ya ba bibi te se economic dialogue na yemfo sankofo no nto ano over me ni umienu ye tax yibisa aban no adwuma na odi ahye omunsa no aban adwuma ye for ne public workers a teacher for wo mo akika ho o mo ya aban adwuma mampani ma amase ahokere wo manim enti wontumi ntoma ketuam ade a na MPP aban no pese wo ye no in the last quarter of 2024 mampre ma MPP aban anye nyame adom ya to abana ma boom ubaaya wasema okache Ghana fo nyina ne se wutumi nye because economy nyi ne den enye se economy ni nye dia why do we create this dialogue na ye di mpenifo atoto ano se sa mpenifo no omo ba be organize you omo be organize se region bia omo be ko bia hotels omo be da aduane omo be di allowances omo be tua sitting per diem omo be je taxpayers esika and so say o man na edi sha wonsan sika nim enti me no atwetwe maso kakra atwetwe maso pa in addition to that nti wonim se o man na edi sha wonsai na sika nim na wo si e11 no ube ye free ho ade edi sika bra o man no covid levy no ube ye free ho ade edi sika bra o man no emission levy no ube ye free ho ade edi sika bra o man no betting tax no ube ye free ho ade edi sika bra o man no nti ne all these issues and challenges no you knew about it and u gina so e ball nto aka kire Ghana for say uba ubetwam ama Ghana for wan eden at home nti nke ne no economic dialogue be biem en komotwetwe be biem nti nnuanu man DC for no mampani ma ma ka kire Ghana for say they don't know the challenges in this country in terms of the economic sector na don't they know they know nti yebesere omo pa omo mbo oman ni sika ho ban chando no ankasa preach ya say ya yesika no say ya ye ni say no yebesere no ye de nyame di pancho ena let's get these things right enipa wa power omo no they are organizers. Whether they are in depth in economic matters or not, they are organizers. They are going to organize the program and get the opinions of people. They are not going to be the implementers. We are recommendations and the government. Na ye be so recommendations na Adwenkyere na omogege na omode bema aban no aban said ye ko senchi no wofa aban wo de be ye adwuma na
to say be much ado about nothing.
No, we see lawyer can be say na ye part of the social contract no 120 days no. With all things being equal, I was for they say when achievement back 14 days were critical cabinet.
When you say as a nation, or see any BB say a body be a better say. Na ye tie MPP NDC Adwenkyere. Na Kenya national policy party be about because adie back we di Ghana nyapa ne say the two political parties na modi main so no since the Fourth Republic no mo agree woni wadwen hia woni MPP ho education obi a o say dey opese ye no agriculture obi a o say dey pese ye no eno na ma we kɔ n'animu a na we abefa kɔ n'akyi na we abesesa no wonyi se braso se ye nyina benya nhye ba ko se ade we de se NDC na opa wo NPP na opa wo keke ne seya ade be bo Ghana ma nyina
over. That is one of the problems, sir. You know, say you need a single document. So whether say party A and say party B or what adhere to us the views of the Ghanaian people, we don't have, and that is our challenge. But the issue now will be saying I'm a person me and say you know NDC for it and some or more catcher, including the president. We want to mean to a bind you my for a kit you want to mean to more and for my because say sika in your mind. And I believe so over see a person German for Adrian. You would different ways and means I able to meet the idea of my Adrian. A man for Adrian. A man for opinions. So of a mumunamo you do my dear me decide to say oh Abia Busumia Babisimi. Programs a big who's to Adwenkyere nyina na ye de amanfo adwene ye wi a Kessben betimi aboaboa no ye de akoma aban other media platforms betimi ayomode and I say government betimi create a platform say obi a wo views no obi a wo consensus bia no just put it together and let the government have it dan say ye ba beti committee akonum tea akoje per dem akoda hotels akese you say mu nyina say some beko those 16 regions ni nyina e was a Land Cruiser de ma mu nyina yes and the Land Cruisers near beto de ma mu nyina fuel like begum because they are going to move around the country if that is the issue and I said that's the means how mo be collect amount for visa because want to mean trankran now on je amount for adwene free upper east to mean trankran je amount for adwene free upper west. And as our mobile call and as we will never crime, whichever way it may be, no, we are going to spend taxpayers' money on this economic dialogue. We are baby. And as I say, I mean, no, when I say, I point to but Sika are buying a car. A dear mass and painful is on Fanyajuma, and I don't can't Ghana for. I believe say I point to my dear Juma within these 220 days social contract. Yama Ghana frontier say Sika say or mine Sika say metike of awuti hey loyalty hey taxpayer Sika do say na yede ma omo say omo fa nya adwuma ebema at the end of the day recommendations bia omo de ba abonten no we might be forced to make sure say the government of the day were implemented based upon the investment I gave us a dialogue with man.
Okay. Lawyer.
Who say NPP as a party, no? Because of the nature of former leaders, no, it's they are used to a certain style. I will say, Okasa Obewi, you know, say, Mahama at the committee or more Babe Land Cruises near idea.
Oh.
Also, more Land Cruises.
Okay, now what's a team? As long as I say, they are coming to collect the views of people. So if they are going to move around the country, they will need a means of transport. Only here fuel. Only here baby and then is lodge EB. They're going to sleep in big hotels.
I know I'm make sure say because say NPP as a party because of my leadership, my used to a certain style. It's more you say Yenya president Akufo-Addo for the past 8 years na kunya the Land Cruiser. Akufo-Addo 8 years na kunya the Land Cruiser mu fuel go up and down. Yenya NPP mpenifo mu ko Congress or baby no for baby e maybe Korea confirm what dey mean ko. They are used to that. Say nyina ye behwa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bai is Ghana for kasa ni nua jet e no de nam. Onua ni nua private jet. Your private jets and cost Ben de Ghana for so. Yen na yebesha His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ba ya onam. Onu anika ne Land Cruiser no use. It's a whole crowd you mean your man ko. Say mo you used to a certain kind of leadership ah. Mo say Ghana for sika. E di sika de da hotels akese mo nka mo nu asem. But seba NDC ne His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Mo ma Ghana for enhwe. No mo anka sanjaji between the two parties and their leadership. It's a whole crowd you man ko. Afi no ka say economic e na nkofa hwema ne ade. Da ben ye pa your friend say ato force him say on be finance minister. Ye ne kran che ato force him say Ghana fo nyina nya arehyiemu say ne first budget or the beko parliament ama Ghana fo ye nyina ye hu no. Those obnoxious taxes are NPP for the begu ye kom ama ne e-levy so be transfers come out no one fan to hwe now we transfer back and forth to can it mister wa bra won to obia bibia ema Ghana fo ho ye ho kire ye betting tax nyoma just tax ahodo mo de begu ye kom a NDC aban ISC your first budget e ba ye free me home but me blame you because so wo hwe NPP nature na omono they are good at inciting Ghanaians against a certain kind of leader be boa Ghana no so who trace it back in history from Nkrumah time to now NPP they are good at inciting but me make actually mean say early days so the economy no his excellency at committee ye dialogue ye be nyoma your first budget be ba bontin me person me san share me nwi wa
okay
no wasa akika san se mu ya den actually me make actually Ghana for say Ghana for enya butrenya rehyiemu enya gidie wo his excellency John Dramani Mahama say early days barely 1 month yenya butre na gidie omunya de to abane buma his excellency John Dramani Mahama no obe deliver even beyond our own expectations.
That's it. Jimmy.
From Mr. Lawyer Kakra. The okeka ni nyina na ntina Ghana for no to abade TMPP for. So that is not a question. But the issue is that uti opposition no you were speaking against the fact to say mampani enyusu ye plane no of charter private jet. Into uba ye no is not say or man ye ni plane ni bisi wo. You will be see one ma etise unua de ne pepepe. So why are you not using it? That is a simple question. Again, Jubilee House one no want to mean ka say ye ni plane ye ni Land Cruiser bia wo. E ye wo choice. And minim country bia obi be ye tramba mo obi mane be ye mampani a ordinary nua car and the functions ordinary nua plane and the functions whilst there are cars there whilst there's a plane there now we will see what's a good for the use our plane instead of say charter into we no masama o kan ye no eno na na chiche ro say wu echi
again
so we say plane no in a good condition say baby a wo ko bia betimi di wakodia enye koforo nefa ko that's what that we are saying unsa asem na wo kan enne akwa ba be den abepemo enti yen kama ne nyete se oman no ye ni a presidential jet no ye will be wo opposition na wo say e wo se kufo do twi sa plane no na wo ntwi na wo chata enti na wa ba
na okọ Kenya de Ghana presidential jet na ko e
and se Kenya na de betumi akọ but other place no ko na den ti na ho de wan fan ko that is the issue we say ye nyina na se man no ye ka ho asem
me ba chom 30 seconds me ho 30 seconds I say me nu dey be o me say point point I am making say why na ma Ghana expenditure cost say we use plane and say we use new plane Akufo-Addo ye Ghana plane or his excellency Akufo-Addo use Ghana plane Ghana ye ne bear cost okochata plane so ye den ye bear cost his excellency John Dramani it we double cost to just Akufo-Addo de enye den o de kabeto ye so but his excellency John Dramani Mahama use new jeta enye ye cost o use Ghana ye jeta ye cost it in a way no na drink Ghana for metuma me nie
baba o use new jeta a gift so
I know na me chose a gift in person me say
is there any free lunch anywhere
oh no yes in this case
no contract no
to unyanche wade
no me say is there any free lunch
yes free lunch baby sir yes America pay na free lunch in economics America pay na free lunch in
gracias se afa check me die era oguso awohwe e wo Kessben television so ma me message kakra na me fire last pick na yemfa emrewe. Under the distortion of facts, the MPP government did not construct 13,000 kilometers of new roads. It's a fat lie and deception to state that MPP government constructed 13,000 kilometers roads. The total kilometers of new roads constructed is less than 280 kilometers. It only government Abuja one can correct. Abuja says 673. Also say 280. The why the any because we know Abuja when you handle over news anyway. Your opinion ti ebefana sana yako ye nim. Moving on, good evening boss. We the unemployed graduates are still waiting for the president and the minister for youth and employment. MPP should be open in finding the deep root cause of their big loss. This is Uncle Abed from Fade. Okay. Luckily, she was sitting next to me. We came to talk to Dr. Omane. She suggested you go back and vet the nominee. Your response was, we will not vet him today. You guys haven't seen anything yet. She replied, you are a micro-minority. What can you do? Then he said, you call me micro-minority, I will deal with you in public. She answered, who are you to deal with me? It is therefore a big lie that you did not provoke her. Sisi Yaya Koku. Okay, Commander Nelson now would be a brain anyway, but who knows social media so we anyway. Good to your far. All MPP members should shut up and allow NDC to manage this country. Common NAPCO arrears you couldn't pay. Please allow NDC and JDM to bring back development to Ghana from Alexia. Concerned citizens go. So, good evening. I'm Michael from Chira. The tester from Chira is a liar. Can he give us the year MPP started constructing our road? Even MPP finished the late at our mills on Finney Road before starting their 2019. Wofa Kofi, watching you live from Asante Jabe, please tell Lawyer Chapman to speak for some of us who have not graduated. Our theses have been on a KNUST SJS platform since November, and Lord Lecturer IT officer is approving it for us. Don't even pick our calls. Your mates are frustrated. Talk on our behalf. Lawyer, we will send part. Good evening, Kessben. You are doing a great job. Keep it up. My name is Danny. In fact, the day I was happy in my life was the day Adwenkyere and Bafowa lost their seat at Sunyani East and West. I'm still enjoying my happiness, right? Wofa, see the arrogance of some women. This woman lacks household wisdom and insight. Collins from Wamfie. Okay. Good evening, Wofa. I am Anthony Barkwao, aka as well, Annan for Asin North constituency. We thank God for seeing how arrogant and vigilantism the NDC are. But we, the people of Asin North constituency, are still expecting His Excellency JDM to appoint Honorable Jim Jachekwe as minister, as he said in the by-election and the 2024 general election. Greetings to Honorable Clement Tupoku Jemfi. Okay, ministers in the air sound say, I can't deputies no, we can do a bed drop. Good offer. Oboba Kilibobo at Oboba Kilibobo Fasha Gogo. Oboase Santiachim North. Mr. President, we want. I think we want to write we want. We want Honorable Peter Appiah as MC in our municipal. Good work, MP Ohene Kwame Frempong. Good evening, Mr. Host. Teacher Desmo from Manso Aprapon. The Doomso has come again. Ama Ghana. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Host. I'm Sulemana from Tamale. My humble opinion is that Nanado's historic chair he was moving around with when he was the president should be allowed to be kept in a museum because it is Ghana property, and to allow many who want to see the sort of chair it is and will also generate some income to the state through tourist sector. Good evening, Wofa. Please, can you ask the NDC man to tell the youth when will the NDC government scrap the betting tax and the e-levy? Greeting Dr. Gideon Buako, MP Tanonoff from Razak Boma 18 and all the way free by okay. Please, why is the NPP man not talking of the National Cathedral and Pualugu Dam, but rather NDC? Ask him for me, please. Charles Cry from Sunyani West Chira. Okay. Good evening, Wofa. I am Prince from Bogoso, Western Region. Please, my point, the then NDC government went to Sinchi for economic recovery, yet they couldn't utilize the outcome. Due to that, the good people of this nation gave NPP 8 solid years, yet worsened our economy. Yet they were claiming that they've done well than any government in this country. I want them to know that the records are there to judge. They must put in mind that their style of propaganda is archaic. So they should give us a break. Good people of Ghana are praying His Excellency Mahama will deliver. NPP remain in opposition for 12 years and above. Simple. Good evening, Wofa. I am Elder Kwesi Safo. Please, with greatest of respect to fellow Ghanaians, let's forgive the woman and pray for her. The MPP mind is confused about the discussion. Wole Moses from Kokwa Sampa. I think you came and you have come again. Ghanaians, let's be vigilant. Those NDC people, the committee will not bring anything to us. Gabi from Bole Bamboy. Good evening, Wofa. Ibrahim Mahama Claire Koli Lagoon for free, but at the end of the day, it was better even if he charged us. Okay, please tell Lawyer Chapman to speak for some of. Okay, I think I read this one. Chapman, talk on our behalf. We need graduates from my word, lawyer. Good evening, Wofa. My respect for the NDCMP just shut up. West insult. I think this one too. We've read it. Okay, come up with a new one. Now the audio but now the baby right. Yeah, Brandon T. Wait 3 minutes. Not even family. Jimmy. So after 7 years of trial, Dr. Steven Ukuni and Alaji Sedu Agogo are free.
Yeah.
Attend general Abanich say I buy the interest of case Nubio to drop charges in Ghana. Can we fight corruption? Because you're a cheap politician be a NDC for Becase witch hunting. See a cheap MPP near almost Becase witch hunting. What do you have to say?
Over with a main lawyer waha. And me sure say on the bed dive so much deeper. But the long and short run of the whole matter, no one wakan. Say a banya or bar no say project as all bar becono. A perceive bisa say or the akusi say. Because when him say Abuga pele ne the other issue on one assassin. And as no or say only interest be our ma. Fine, or wait me a clear omo. But yeah, so within the first few days of the NDC and you are John Dramani Mahaman, at least, why yes some clearance kakra. Ghana for be hunun sun yeden e wo honum. Na going forward no, you knew no more almost so far those acts no from those sectors no say we kwani udua koko na ya di nsuo gu ade mu di abro say fertilizer fa kogu mfudie so na de am complain ya e wansem sorry den no ene I believe say the way almost ti asem the way almost bisi afa asem ne bia no it's up to them to also judge the government of the day na yasre say fighting corruption no it shouldn't just be lip service. See and one say by see you beko project say by you beko ketache say ni afide yinya 2 minutes we are na afide ye clearance no. I believe say that shouldn't be the case. Na mesre wo ankasa no administration we ya aba no enkoye te say ye baba be ye witch hunting na ye follow nipa na at the end of the day no one say bibia en free money den emba
one more much one more court in NDC for say political witch hunting. So here we move 7 years. Case to force mudi a Koya confirm Court of Appeal ija womo. Say NDC swaba the operation cover all lutaba. You almost one line up. Near my MPP abemu penifwaya almost do a court. There's a party biano. This will free a bem. So the opposition in the bar of a chain and Crawford because said the prescription in our certain general and sanitino. So, who are bemu dia, unipe bia and your bonnet. But Ufra bemua, not ban or ban himself cross wire bonnet.
For that,
let's about so lawyer. Can we make a headway? You bet me up any
headway, dear bit one Mickey. It was a catastrophe prayer. No, a dear beer, Yenina, a bonjo so. And I think, say, the Abbey, Opunis case, no. But mankind much about it, sir.
Commenting 7 years in
oh no, if I said no, they are discontinued.
I buy any interest will move you. And no.
Message is now ready, you know. Na obi bisa say da bene betting tax and any e-levy no. And this about be free. So I think say Emra honorable at force in a university no my united say first budget or the Beko Parliament no. I think say obe make sure say betting tax and any e-levy no head. Every month nipa no bisa question no. Yen hwe ni mu say first
but can we fight corruption?
Oh, corruption debate my fight.
Corruption fight corruption.
Oh, say
when government no obi e no from so one and crop for home. It's a power ni change yes.
Corruption debate my fight. I think say one of the ways they say you best strengthen state institution. Court, more that independent. Special prosecutor. I see your friend say oral. So institutions in the committees near say more that maximum independence. Constitution na grant here. I think some bet me I be for corruption. But in situation whereby constitution any other friends say rules as state say also more independent. Na interference be a be money at the be heading. It's a one say going forward no. You be grant you money that independence more my juma.
Right. It's appointment no omampani gusora oche. Ti ohwa ne from say bra Jubilee House and Plaza House. Na say wakwa akwaje Honorable James Kluge Afeji ono ena no ye chairman of the Public Account Committee or 8th Parliament no mampani abodin say acting Commissioner General Securities and Exchange Commission is taking over from Reverend Alfred Ugbami Securities and Exchange Commission ono na akwakoda no Honorable James Kluge Afeji afi Honorable Hannah Bisiu So, honor that's why I'm an organizer. Yes. Yeah. And also a administrator, acting administrator of the District Assembly Common Fund. And also the pusa a drop on no. Selewa will be a edge in the day. It might be taking 1 minute, 2 minutes now. I
think 1 minute needed. The mechanic say Ghana phone na early days.
Resetting the
Koye. It's Ghana phone na anya regime. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say a Jumano Mudashan in Sano, obey any ye. Now, face with the Diakana and Chia, met Chia, Mammy, Honorable Betty Modidrisu, baby, will be a Michiano. Yes, no Masia chairman, and Nakwesi. No Machiami 2 MPs, Honorable Wisdom Kujo, Christian Hunivali, no Masia Chia, Honorable Joseph Azuma, a crew from my Michiamunina, Honorable Joseph Azuma, Ebeye Jumana Day, Amamo, Masia Chia, chairman, Gariba, Nami Free Honswa. My baba be chairman, my mini papa, Mr. and Mrs. Ziga, baby, I'm be a chairman. Madam,
of IDC, no, I'm say public universities, no, say University of Ghana, crowd my demonstration, Kessia Power Campus, Ediatia, John Dramani Mahama. Say a do campaign, no, but the fed the fair more to about the Mahomo. But I'm so be school, you buy, no, more hostel facilities at Dinano. You put your pujabu anymore and calling to Mintia, your best. Anoa yedi epivote no enye saa ano na yedi bu aban nti ye mofre ya mokọ mo ho a mokọ defe mo dada omo ekoma omo 5 kg ni anwa e mo to abadema mo wie no ekwan sei na mo de omo befa so I believe say it's not right na yasa asre biem ye mampani Mahama say has been consistent say aban bia ba easy commissioner teso no abetu no not your no nipa betnaso say ofri say he's for a change na niema consistently akoso man mu a amanfo akasa raise your voice against it no you beat me asese bi die na si former make sure say the right thing is done for this country yema mi je mensa nyede entra hono allegations the petitions are as mampani were raised against him no I believe it's uncalled for and we should talk against it. Send a bear going forward and enquire to say a baby about no be pamisi for every no then call for bias and ananas will be in China. Now I quite to say so called third term, you know, who started a pump easy commissioners and no ISR arrangement. Finally, no, within just because Mama is Siaso constituency for Nina, Obia war in Siaso about 2 pieces as well. Uti FDN, Edin Chasson at the moment.
Right, we see a statement a free environmental protection agency or ABBA. Now, Omasemo can say a call to cease mining activities in and around water bodies. No. Environmental protection agency for just some marano. See over the year Juma. I'll see a boy in soon in our home by and until a free Yamia no China aircraft. EPA in conjunction with Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, Minerals Commission, Water Resources Commission, and the security agencies, no, on be crack it down. More modern FDC water bodies. Shamfan for crying on who. Do tizuno so. Do sinsuno so aksa. No mutu suno. Sir. Okay. And it's how we doing here 2020. James for yeah, say EPA this time round, my boy. Now Honorable Kofi Appiah obete water gas. Nya soja phobia. Yeah, the water gas and the baby so no buy. Yeah, for the last time, Safi din soon any betia my. If you say ho, say kweni kwafu mu a, or sense so kre de good nefu as in ye. Yes, what the abobo ya, or ha abobo ya bubu so go ekufo gallon mu fifie. No de akwa ku spray nefu so. How? Di Ghana, de na pese ye hwen. Menim sie nyina beboa emasade yetu eso esa. Abajafo nom de dwuma ene enyime lawyer Chapman Ziga oka NDC legal team on Ashanti region. Jimmy Wachensa, a director of research and election MPP Ashanti regional communication team oka ho. Ekuya PCA asarbedi akon on a shade medi enyina so ede emaye enyumre Seth Wilson ono enehwe director meeting Kofi Appiah nyame adwo a bro for we say shemobio yakramo.